don't know if it's time to bring the guest in or not. I got to see what's going on here. Motherfucker's doing. He's having a rave, is he not?
It seems like it.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's switch this.
Let's do this.
And let's do this.
There he is.
There he is.
Sam Stackhouse. What's going on, brother?
What up? How you doing?
We are doing all right. I heard you're like the dick slinging Mambo King or some shit like that.
I think I was dick slinging Sam Stackhouse one time, but it went on the internet. So.
Well, that's you're that tonight, buddy. So you were dick slinging one time.
Yeah.
Just one night you were dick slinging, and you never.
Yeah, it was a rib.
Never again.
One of the people back here in Oklahoma thought it was funny, so it happened. It was back when that you remember when like ice people and like if they like snuck a Smirnoff in your face, and you looked at it, you had to drink it or whatever. It was like a thing in like 2010 or 2011. They did that to me in the middle of my match too. So it was yeah. It was a night.
Well, they were right. It is funny, and as far as I'm concerned, that's who you'll always be: is big dick slinging, big damn Sam Stackhouse.
Yeah, it's on Cage Match. So
yeah.
How many egos have you had in your days?
I mean, it's pretty much always been some form of Sam. Like I was Silo Sam Stackhouse for a little bit because I wore overalls and shit. It was ridiculous. And then the dick slinging one, and then and then everything else always been either. Yeah, Sam Stackhouse been. That's the only other times it was anything different. I've had a few like monikers that went before too.
Okay.
But
like the flesh silo.
That's not bad. I think somebody called me a meat missile one time on.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So does the hammer live up to the hype?
What is that? What? Is that it? What did I miss?
Is Sam stacking?
Oh, well, I mean, I've been happily married for 10 years to a woman I don't deserve. So
fuck
you've been happily married, but has she?
I mean, she's still here, and
counts.
She seems pretty happy. She keeps me happy. One time, imagine she wouldn't do it if she wasn't happy.
We've all punched up, brother. We're all there.
Oh yeah.
I'm well aware I am. Believe me.
Is she supportive of your career? She likes.
Oh yeah, that's one of the reasons why she's perfect. I mean, we met through wrestling, so I see dudes every weekend got to deal with all kinds of shit that I've never had to deal with. I could not have gotten luckier. So because she's had a few matches and stuff, but she's my manager for a long time. So that's how we met. A promoter made her my manager, and that was like 14 years ago, and now next year's our 10-year wedding anniversary. So
damn, that's awesome.
Good for you, man. Good for you.
Oh yeah. No, I extremely lucky, believe me.
So she was your manager, not your manager anymore.
Well, because I'm on the road so much now, there's no way both of us could be on the road.
Gotcha.
So,
do you enjoy working with a manager ringside? Do you have a preference there?
It depends. Like if it's somebody I know, that's cool. But like I've done shows where I'll show up and they'll randomly give me one of their like local people, and they're not. They have no idea what the hell they're doing, and they blatantly do things in front of the ref, and I've had bad experiences, but most of the time it's been good because 90% of the time my manager's been my wife, so it was good. But I've had a few that were stinkers.
Now on the opposite side of that, do you enjoy working when your competitor has a manager?
If I'm a babyface, it definitely is easier if they have a man. I mean, there's a lot more dynamics you can add to the match and stuff, especially if they have a good manager.
Right.
They have a good manager and I'm a babyface. It's an easy night.
Now I want to know, because I know you couldn't make it because of the poor weather last time. Is your power back? Are you got a generator? What the hell's going on, Sam? You're in the dark.
Oh, I'm in the living room right now. It's. I got this little light. Is it not bright enough? I can turn it.
No,
that's why it looked like I was at a rave. I got this little ring light getting to come time to figure. Jesus Christ. Good Lord.
There we go. We got your next nickname, Raven Sam Stackhouse.
Jeez, that was crazy. Good thing I don't have the seizure shit.
What the fuck is going on there?
I'm trying to make it brighter. There we go. That's bright, kind of. I'm just trying to get back to white. I don't know. There it is. There we go.
No, No, I was concerned. It was so damn dark
no,
in there.
well,
I thought maybe you'd get
see,
power back yet.
I did this thing. I went through this phase where I was really against TVs, and I went full on projectors. So like every room in my house, I can make pitch black now. So because this is my living room and it's still light outside, but I can make it pitch black in my living room because I had the projector in here. So
Full on projector all the time, huh, man?
yeah, we've got one in the bedroom and here, and then I had one in my office at one point too. So yeah.
But
I'll probably never buy a TV again.
Wow, that much of a believer, huh?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I have like a 150-inch television in my bedroom.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Amazing.
You need a
Takes up
screen?
the entire wall.
Yeah, I was gonna say you need a screen, or it's just up on the wall.
No, it's just up on the wall. I used to have a sheet up there, but the wall's white at our new house, so I didn't even need to put a sheet or anything up there. Because it all started because I did this wrestling show, and I took the booking, and they paid me in a bunch of like ring lights and shit and a projector screen. So I had to get a projector, and I put it up in the living room, and then my wife was not about it being in the living room because it's on a big old stand. It was very much in the way, so I put it in the garage, and I was playing like Call of Duty on this big ass like 80-inch screen in the garage, and then I was like, I don't know why people have televisions, and then I was like, oh well, unless you want to spend like thousands of dollars, you have to make it dark in the house, and I just figured out how to make every room dark so I can have a projector everywhere I want. Now I might buy a surround sound or something from now on, but I don't think I'll ever buy another TV.
I gotta go back. You were paid in lights and a projector.
Yeah.
Have you been paid in other objects?
I mean, yeah. I've been wrestling a long time.
Give me your top 3. Give me your top.
I mean, one of the stories that gets talked about most in Oklahoma is I got paid in child support money one time. And he was like, it was ridiculous. And then probably the lights and stuff, and I get paid in weed all the time. So that's not a rare occurrence.
Like quality stuff, or are they just giving you the shit?
No. This one promoter, he used to have a grow like above where he ran the shows at. So like it was pretty good stuff for a while, but he doesn't do the grow anymore. But he still hooks me up. But yeah, no, it was pretty. And then my man in Colorado, brother, that's my guy right there. So it works out. It's not all about the money, because it saves me money in the end. Because I'm gonna spend my money on it anyways. So and you get a lot more when it's a hookup from a promoter. So
Fuck yeah, dude.
I've learned that. And most of these promoters on the lower levels, it's a whole lot easier to get like stuff out of them than it is money. I've gotten way more because I guarantee you that projector stand and all the lights and stuff was worth way more than I would have got for wrestling in that match if I just asked for money.
Oh fuck yeah.
So I don't mind bartering. It's fine.
Bartering Sam Stackhouse.
Yeah.
A promoter sitting back and going like, well, I could pay you, but I got this 91 Dodge Omni.
I mean, we can talk.
Oh shit.
Oh man, got to get it back together. Ooh boy. So man, how long have you been running hard now, Sam?
This year will be 16 years in October. Since my first match. So it's already been 16 years since I started training, because I started training in like March of 2009 or something, like February or March or something like that.
Jesus. And you thought, like, when you got into this, like, man, one day I'm going to earn a projector.
I mean, it's crazy because I try to look back. People always ask me like what I was thinking, and I don't remember like what my big dreams were, my plans, like what I had. I don't think I had. If I know me, I didn't have a plan. Someone told me about a wrestling school. My brother told me that I was fat and could do flips, and I could probably be a good wrestler. So that's how that happened. And I was like, hey, I can do. And I started going to shows for like 6 months, and then I signed up for the school.
And now you have big dreams.
Yeah, now I have big dreams. Yeah,
all right, good.
I'm a grown up now.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Like just different things you could barter your talents for, right?
Pretty much. Oh yeah. Well, my like no bullshit. My whole dream is to retire. I want to retire to Colorado on a mountain, move to one of the mountain towns, and I want to grow weed and tomatoes, and then just trade that because they have towns up there that work on the barter system. That is my dream. So I'm
weed and
big on
tomatoes?
bartering. I'm big on weed and tomatoes. It's my two favorite things. So I'm
Why
just
not?
gonna throw those.
Diversify,
trade
man.
him- I'll trade
It's
him to
men.
Bob down the road if I need plumbing or something like that, because he's a retired plumber. Okay, we'll have a doctor somewhere that retired up there, and that'd be sick.
I gotta believe that the weed and tomato guy has got a compost toilet.
I mean, I'm not weird. That's weird. Okay? That's weird. It's there. I'm gonna take advantage of it. I'm not trying like. I'm not gonna shit in a bucket to prove a point to somebody because nobody cares about it. I'm not doing that. That's crazy. I like outdoor stuff and like just as much as the next guy, but I also like running water and toilets and whatnot. So we're gonna have to move. We're gonna have to move to a mountain town that's got toilets. But
Weed and tomatoes, man. How you eating your tomatoes? A little salt?
I eat tomatoes like apples sometimes. I'll just bite into it. I don't like
Shit.
salt and tomato with salt and pepper on it is that's all I need. I'm good. And some I'm good.
Man, but you're not
See, I
growing
love-
anything else.
I love popping like cherry tomatoes, but
Oh, I love cherry. Yeah, I'll eat those too. But I'll eat big like we have these ones here called Cherokee Purples, and those are my favorite. They're tomatoes, but they're purple. Hence the name. But yeah,
Cherokee purple.
yeah, they're dope. They're dope. They get like some of them get huge. That's crazy. Those.
And you don't like roast them or anything, or
I mean, I do sometimes. Like I'll just bite into a tomato sometimes. But I'll cook them. I actually don't. I don't like big cooked chunky tomatoes. Like if it's cooked tomatoes, it's got to be like small bits. I don't like. I'm weird. I just like the way, especially like y'all are looking at me like this because you never grown a tomato. If you grow a tomato and bite into it, you go to one by these store-bought tomatoes. That's why you're looking at me like that. You just think that's why. Okay, you go grow your own tomato. You take a bite out of that son of a bitch. Then it's
I got tomatoes outside, Sam.
Yeah,
I got tomatoes outside.
It's different.
I mean,
It's these two fuckers. All right, I'm with
no,
you.
no. We're
Right.
Jersey
We-
guys. We're known for tomatoes.
We tomatoes and projectors. Me and Sam. You two fuckers.
We got cows and tomatoes here. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't think you do.
We don't have these fucking purple haze tomatoes that Stan's
Oh,
You
growing.
got to.
Doesn't
You
even know
got to
what
find
it-
them. I didn't even know about them until like 2 years ago, and they're great. They're fantastic.
Let me ask you this, Sam, because you're an Oklahoma man, correct?
Yep.
Are you familiar with the Jersey cow?
I don't know what a Jersey cow is. No.
Oh, son of a bitch! All right,
Is
never
that
mind.
an Oklahoma
Nah, moving on. It was gonna be a thing, and it's not because these two fuckers. They're talking about we're the tomato guys. They're gonna all of a sudden they're gonna be super egg guys, and they're not egg guys. They don't know agriculture. They don't know shit about it.
I mean,
They
I
don't
know
know shit.
tomatoes. I started a garden when COVID was happening. That's when I started. I got a garden just like everybody else. I was stuck at the crib, didn't have anything else to do,
This
and the
fucker
government was
here.
paying me to stay at home.
He's
So,
got a John Deere riding mower. He thinks he's a fucking agriculturalist all of a sudden.
I mean, listen. If I had a
Easy,
riding
He has
mower,
fucking
I would,
training wheels on it.
no bullshit. Just 20 minutes ago, I was playing Farming Simulator. So
Yeah.
if I had a John Deere riding mower, I would ride that to the store. Like if I would be, you couldn't tell me shit if I had one of those.
To be honest, I have a Cub Cadet and a John Deere. Like I'm not
tell me shit.
on you.
The neighbors would hate me because I'd just be riding up. I'd be riding up and down the street. I'd make an excuse to go to the corner store just to ride my mower up there.
To be fair, I don't have enough room to even get a riding mower. So
Because I wish we have a pretty big backyard and it sucks ass mowing. I wish I had a riding mower.
Just pick one up, Sam. Trade for one, man. You're out there, right?
I'm gonna work. I'm gonna build it. I didn't start out. I'm gonna start putting fillers out there. Like we'll work for shit.
wait. Gotta show
Yep.
this one.
I saw this.
Don't let Kevin fool you. Whose garden is it?
Dang.
That's my wife. Thanks, babe. Calling me out there. What are you drinking there, Sam? You know, tea?
It's tea. Yep. I made it earlier.
I was hoping it was tomato sauce.
No. I told you if I had tomatoes, I'd just bite right into it.
What is so you're based out of Oklahoma, but obviously you'll do dates just about anywhere. Is the Oklahoma scene, is it strong right now?
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh.
I don't wrestle here anymore, really. So nobody really talks to me anymore. I have like a few people that still fuck with me, but it's weird. It's weird. It's a weird vibe here right now. I don't know. It may just be me, but I don't think it is. But it's it's weird. I mean, there's some solid dudes here. It's just like the problem in Oklahoma is I've said this since I started getting out of Oklahoma because mind you, super hypocritical because I wrestled here for like 13 years and was like giant fish in a tiny ass little pond for a long time. So like I love it here. I'm not shitting on it, but like the whole problem is that like the whole training thing here, no one's training professional wrestlers. They're just training bodies on their show. That's all they're training you.
Yeah.
So like all the new guys here, they know how to do moves and stuff, but they have and then they go try to do a travel show and they get all disheartened because it doesn't go the way they thought they did at their home play or like it's supposed to and stuff. So that's the main problem here. Is like I said, they're not training professional wrestlers; they're just training bodies to be on their shows, and that's the main problem. And there's some good. I mean, there's some solid talent here. Like they swooped up Cappuccino Jones, the WWID ID thing did, and I remember it's gonna sound like such an old man fucking thing to say, but like I came to a training thing when he was still training, and like I was asking her, I was like, who the fuck is this kid? So like again, it's gonna sound like an old man thing, but that kid's gonna be that dude's gonna be a star. So there's solid stuff around here, but just you got to get away from here to do anything really. There's nothing here that's like elevating anybody, and that's the problem.
What are the fans like there? Are they like the old, like it's still real fans or something along that line? Like you got to watch out for like the old women.
It's a mix between those and then fans who think they're friends, because all the fans are friends here. So it's a thing. Which I mean, there's some really cool fans here. Don't get me wrong. There's some super cool fans here that have become my friends. So, but it's just it's weird here right now. I don't know if it's like that everywhere, but it's definitely weird here. And like it feels weird too because now I kind of feel like an outsider in my own places now because like I said, I wrestled here for my entire adult life pretty much, and now there's people on these shows that I don't even know who they are because I haven't. It's been since I've been traveling every weekend and stuff. I don't get to do very many local shows anymore. So
is the foundation good? Like, are the guys that are training these new guys, like, are they worth anything, or is it just kind of like bad habits are getting taught, down the line? Is that the problem?
There's really, I mean, I may catch heat for this if certain people see it. But there's really only one or two people in the state that train people that have any business that can actually teach people past doing moves. So, because the problem is no one from Oklahoma has gone outside of Oklahoma to learn more. So, like, at every school in Oklahoma, there's a coach there that is good at teaching the moves and stuff like that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, they're really good at teaching people how to be bodies on shows, and like, but they're not teaching people how like the business side of wrestling works, how to not get discouraged because you work with crappy promoters, how to budget your money wise, how to find cheap gear makers, or how to make they're not teaching them any of that stuff. How to work social, or how important social media is nowadays. Like that's the stuff that people need to know, and that's because nowadays it takes a whole lot more than just being able to do cool moves. To everybody's athletic, you know what I'm saying? Like you know how many fat dudes can? There's like even being fat and being able to do a moonsault's not that rare anymore. There's plenty of them. So it's not like moves don't matter. And being able to it takes more than that. And that's the part that I feel isn't getting taught at a lot of these schools nowadays. Is which it wasn't. It took me 13 years before I've learned more in the last 3 or 4 years than I learned in the previous 12 or 13 years of wrestling. So it's just there's nobody here that's done it. So there's no one here to teach it.
Would you?
Well, I mean,
go ahead.
Go ahead. The last couple of years you've been working. You've been getting out there. Like GCW is becoming like a mainstay for you. Who do you enjoy working with? And I guess the second part is like, who do you still want to work with? Like, who's still on the list for Sam?
Like wrestling wise or promotion wise?
Oh no, wrestling. Yeah, in the ring. Yeah.
I mean, like Calvin Tateman I've been calling for that match for forever. I'm trying to get that. I'd love to have a death match with Matt Tremont. That would be sick. I mean, there's still plenty. Because I've got to wrestle people that like 3 or 4 years ago I would have had to pay just to meet, and now I can talk to them. Like it's insane. It's crazy. But so there's still plenty of dream matches I haven't had. I'm trying to think of like Crash Jackson. I want to wrestle him. I don't know if y'all see. He's up at Revolver.
Okay.
He's great. Another big dude, does all kinds of crazy stuff. Brian Malonis was on that list, but he retired the other day, when it sucks, because he was on that. Like that. Yeah, there's a bunch of people on that list.
With you being, like I say, based in Oklahoma, I mean, are you still making those road trips?
Luckily, I've been flying more recently, which is sick. But yeah, no, I wish, like, I'm driving all this weekend. I got Little Rock on Friday, Missouri on Saturday, and then Kansas City on Sunday, which isn't a crazy drive.
You don't need to go to Missouri. Missouri, Sam, you know as well as I do, Missouri fucking sucks. There's nothing there. Just drive right through it.
Back when I started a shoot job, I was in Missouri every day, Monday through Friday.
So stay out of that shithole.
Hey, those fans are cool. The fans are cool there.
Missouri sucks, man.
I'm gonna tell them all to kiss my ass on Saturday, but they're cool. They're cool now.
Let them know they live in a fucking shithole.
Yeah, I'll be in Springfield on Saturday. Yeah, Little Rock Friday, Springfield Saturday, and then Kansas City on Sunday. But I think Kansas City, Kansas on Sunday. So.
Okay, gotcha. That's a good weekend, man. That's a good weekend.
Well, it's GCW Friday and Sunday, and then mid states is Saturday. So it'll be a good weekend. Be a good weekend.
You got a road trip snack, man. You got a staple in the car.
Dang.
A tomato.
I mean, I you know them little veggie cups. I get them things all the time.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. It's probably Starburst. I think Starburst is my jam.
What are you drinking?
I've tried to get off of energy drinks, but used to be those.
Yeah. Very good call.
But now I've been on this ginger ale kick recently. So like when I'm on the road, because in Oklahoma we're not very sophisticated with our ginger ales here. We got ginger ale, and then during Christmas time we got cranberry ginger ale. But I was in LA like last month, and they had like blackberry ginger ale, like fruit punch ginger ale, cherry ginger. I was like, what are we doing here? So I've been trying different ones, but I've been on this ginger ale kick lately.
Well, it looks like my wife's not the only one to chime in. It looks like Brendo's wife wants to know. Yeah. Where's your favorite place to wrestle? And for the love of everything, don't say fucking Missouri.
Oh, no, I would not say. Probably, Hawaii was pretty sick, but
nice.
I mean, just as far as like there was a where was it at? We did this show at this venue that like. I guess it used to be like an old Catholic school or something like that. So like where the show was this big auditorium, but like if you look through the cracks, like there was a whole full like gym, like of like 20, 30 feet below that. So like underneath this floor where the ring was, it was just there was nothing. But it was okay. What the heck? My light went off. But it was just cool because like there was all kinds of hidden rooms, and like the security guard like showed me around. And he like showed me where I'm pretty sure where the priest used to beat on the children and whatnot. It was like,
wait,
brother,
beat on or
beat on, beat off, whatever. Beat off on probably. But it was creepy and cool at the same time.
Which part?
I mean, the cool part was that like it was like a 140-year-old building. That was the cool part.
Yeah.
And it looked like a mini Hammerstein. Like it looked like if Hammerstein and that building that GCW runs in LA, the Ukrainian Cultural Center or whatever, if those two had a baby, that's what the auditorium looked like.
Okay.
It was in Cleveland. Yeah. That's where it was Cleveland. SummerSlam weekend. That's where it was at.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, that place was pretty cool. That place was pretty chill.
Talk to me about fucking working Hawaii, man. You never hear shit about people working Hawaii.
I wrestled Megan Bain in Hawaii.
Okay, not bad.
She's strong. That's a strong woman. Okay, that I was like, Jesus. Because I mean, everybody knows what wrestling is. Usually, I got to help people out a little, and I figured I was gonna have to help her out a little more than I usually do. Nah, oh man, nah. She hit me with like a German or something off the middle rope, and like I had no choice. She didn't give me no option. Yeah, like she is crazy strong. It is insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you won't take, Sam? Is there any and I'm not talking about like fucking gusset plates and bullshit. I'm just talking about you're just having a regular family show match. You just go, you know what? I'm not fucking taking that.
Not really. I've retired from bumping on the floor. I think I've retired that. But other than that, I pretty much everything else I'm pretty much open to. I love a good neck bump. So Poison Rondas and Canadians are my favorite thing, and I don't get taken very much because people are vaginas. But like, don't get me wrong. I say that I wouldn't let me do half the shit people have let me do either. So I feel you, but. But no, there's not really, and even on the deathmatch stuff that I've not really said. There's not really been much that I was like, fuck that. There's stuff I don't like, but I've not really met anything where I'm like, I'm never doing that.
Is that something you're looking to do more of? Because I noticed you're doing some of those with like Atticus and whatnot.
With certain people, like if I don't want to just do them for no reason, but like, because I'm not like. I got a lot of respect for these deathmatch guys. People can think what they want about deathmatch wrestling or whatever, and some of it is absolute garbage. I will give you that. But some of these dudes out here are like, fuck, they're incredible wrestlers. They just happen to do that in glass, which is whatever, to each their own. I dabble, like I hop in, get some cool scars and some cool pictures and videos, and I hop out because, like I said, I'm retired from bumping on the floor, and these dudes are taking crazy bumps. It could not be me. You can cut me. I'm cool with that. I'll bleed everywhere. I'm fine with that. But some of these bumps these dudes are taking is insane. But good on them. And the people eat it up. People eat it up. So, but no, I'm definitely open to doing more. Like I got a big one coming up that's not been announced yet. That's on my birthday. That's gonna be pretty sick at the ECW Arena, which is even better. Ooh. So that's gonna be pretty dope. And like I said, one of my dream matches is one with Matt Tremont before he's done, because that's my death match goat. So
I have a feeling you would be more than happy to throw KJ into a couple of panes of glass these days too.
Listen, we're gonna see. I'm gonna see him this weekend. We're gonna have to. I'm trying to give this fool some chances to chill out, but little man's tripping. Little man is tripping, bro.
Going to the chat here, SJ wants to know who was your inspiration that got you into wrestling. Can I take a stab at it?
Yeah.
Was it Gigolo Jimmy Del Rey?
I don't know who that is, so no.
Well, Sam, it's been nice, Sam.
That's like the third time.
We'll see you later. That's
like the third time that I've let you down. I'm messing all up today, man. Yeah, that's my bad.
Nah, it's all right. Gigolo's garbage. So,
well, here if you need me.
As me and my brother got heat right now because he's being an asshole. But it was really, I give all the credit to my brother for he's the one that got me into wrestling. Like I used to do like 450s and shooting star press on the diving board and shit, and I've never been small. So he always told me that I would be good at wrestling. And we even wrestled one time in the backyard at whatever year it was, Romania, where Trump was on there, and like Vince McMahon had to get his hair shaved or whatever. My brother, knowing full well who was going to lose that match, bet me, and whoever lost got to get their head shaved too. And he fully knew what was going to happen and still put me over in the backyard. And then I got to shave my brother's hair and stuff. But like he was the one, he's the one that always told me that about wrestling. He's the first one that showed me wrestling. So he's definitely the one that is responsible for getting me into wrestling.
Did you have a moniker when you and your brother were wrestling in the backyard? You come up with a name?
I didn't even have a name the day of my debut. So I never thought about any of that stuff. I didn't become Sam Stackhouse until maybe 2 hours before my first match.
Really?
Yeah. So I didn't have anything.
And then how did you land on Sam Stackhouse then?
Well, my keep in mind this is 2009. My trainer asked me what the last name of the people on my favorite television show was. And at the time, my favorite television show was fucking True Blood, and their last name is Stackhouse. So that's how I became Sam Stackhouse. Okay. And then Sam is my real name. So
you got the alliteration always helps.
Yeah. And I mean, it just made sense too. I mean, it just happened to work. But that's literally what it was. He asked me what the last name of the people on my favorite TV show was. And it was Stackhouse. So and then it just fit. So it's been that since then.
Gotcha. Interesting. I was hoping for something more deep. I'm gonna be honest.
Nah.
And would you? God damn it, Sam! Would you watch some Gigolo Jimmy Del Rey for me?
No, please don't. Please don't.
Gigolo Jimmy Del Rey. You got it, pal.
Thank you. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
I've watched all kinds of wrestling, so I don't
Just
mind
don't do a deep dive. He's not the greatest person on the planet. So
Oh.
I'm talking about the wrestler, Tony.
Yeah.
Wrestler.
yeah, I'm talking about the guy that was the wrestler who did other things.
We don't. No.
I don't even know about all that.
No, you don't want to know.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Dutch Mantel recently talked about it. He made some better decisions than Jimmy did. Let's just put it that way.
He doesn't know. He's senile. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I take it that's not an energy drink there, Sam.
Nope, it's sweet tea.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck
Good
yeah.
shit.
Hey, when was the last time you shit your pants?
Probably 2013. Not even that long ago. Not long enough ago.
Now that's pretty far away. 12 years.
That's considering this show, that's a long time.
But I mean, I was still a grown ass man, and I should have just not been there. But
was it in the ring? Was it?
I mean, it was almost in the ring. I made it out of the ring, but I did not make it to the bathroom. So,
oh God, bubble guts in the middle of a match?
Well, I definitely had the flu or some deathly illness because I also puked underneath the ring during the match too. And the grossest part about that is the show was in a fire station, and like we also wrestled in like an 8-sided ring for a while for some god awful reason. But like a year after that match happened, where I puked and shit myself, like they were moving the ring, and then there was just this black spot underneath the ring because no one ever went back to clean my puke from a year ago. So it had just been, dude, it had just been under there. So there's no telling how many people like stored stuff underneath there and didn't know, and then pulled it out and hit each other with my puke chair. Like, it's disgusting. Yeah, but
my puke chair. Holy
it was
shit.
yeah. There's no telling what it was a health hazard for sure.
Jersey Cow Jesse says you got me by a decade and change. Jesse, does that mean you were closer or further away in time?
That's a good question.
Jesse probably shit his pants in the last 2 years. I could see that.
I would imagine so.
If anything, Matt shit his pants for him.
Yeah,
Matt was pretty recent. The wizard who's not here with us tonight. What was it? It's within the past 3-4 months that he shit himself.
It's within the past 30 minutes.
Almost.
You got the text?
Yeah, I mean, he's working.
It's acceptable if it's like a medical emergency.
Oh no, this is just a fucking Tuesday for Matt.
Oh.
He's working a job right now. He slings pies on a pizza truck, and he texted us a little while ago, said he almost didn't make it, and he said the picture of the porta potty, so he might be covered if he has an incident.
That was besides trucking. That's the most jobs I've had was at pizza places. That was my very first job.
The wizard that almost shit his pants did send us the picture of the porta john because that's where he does his laundry. Now, Sam, you seem much more sophisticated than the wizard that's not here. When you take a shit, you close the door, right, to the bathroom.
Generally, yeah,
right. There's no reason not to close the door, right? Swings closed, right?
Yeah, that's great. I mean, that's like day one stuff. You just shut the. That's wild.
Yeah. Well, and you would never do your laundry in a porta john, right, Sam?
Most people wouldn't.
That's
I can pretty confidently say, like, I mean, mind you, unless something drastically changes in my life, which I hope it doesn't. I don't think that I will be doing my laundry in a porta john anytime soon.
Now, and if you were to shit your pants, you'd throw that shit away, right? Underwear, all that. Yeah.
I mean, if I'm at home, the underwear definitely gone. Yeah. Underwear's gone no matter where I'm at.
Yeah.
Okay, those are unretrievable or whatever. They're done. But like if my pants, if I'm at home, I'm gonna wash them. If I'm on the road, I'm just gonna have to leave them. Okay, that shit stays in Virginia or wherever the fuck I'm at.
You know what you should do?
I'm gonna tuck it in the first truck stop bathroom I can get into, because then they'll just blame other truck drivers and it'll be fine. That's not the worst thing you're gonna find in a truck stop bathroom, believe me.
When you're going through Missouri, just leave them there. They'll never notice.
Okay. LA is the shittiest place ever. Literally, the first thing I saw when I was there was someone taking a shit on the sidewalk. Just like it was just fine. I don't know how people live there.
I don't either, brother. I don't.
I tell
either.
people every day, like, if I had enough money to live in LA, then that means I've got enough money to not live there, and I would not live there.
Amen to that.
That place is awful. I don't understand.
It's all right,
So,
Sam. It's sometimes you don't have to
the wizard that's not here actually wanted me to ask you a question about KJ. He wanted to know if you think he got in Sammy Guevara's ear and had him dump Pam, since he's such a piece of shit.
Damn, we deep cutting people. God,
oh yeah,
dang. Listen, he might have, because he is acting like a real piece of shit lately. So he might have.
all right.
He probably introduced fucking Sammy and Melo probably anyways. He's probably the one that did it.
Yeah.
little
they were all there at that same time. It checks out.
He was he was all there for that. That's when they were all deep in that vlog crew then.
Not acceptable.
They did do some weird shit. They did do some weird, like when Atticus was coming up with all them videos, it wasn't hard for him to come up with stuff because they did do some weird stuff. They did, and I told him that before he turned into a douche. He did some weird shit. He did some weird stuff. There was a lot of times where they were more naked in bed with each other than they ever would need to be. And then the leashes and walking each other and stuff. I don't understand. Hey, each their own. You know what I'm saying? It was a weird time. COVID was a weird time. You know, people was just doing shit. You know, they missed each other. I don't know. I don't know.
Holy shit.
All I did during COVID was play fucking Warzone and Madden, and plant tomatoes. And I started smoking weed during COVID too. So
You started during COVID?
Yeah. Because I was a truck driver before that, so
gotcha. Yeah. DOT.
Yeah, and then it was crazy how it worked out because I was a truck driver. I got laid off right before COVID happened. So my unemployment started the day everybody else and their mom got on unemployment, so I was chilling and I got all the benefits. I know COVID was a bad time, but your boy was fine. Your boy was I was in my garage playing friggin' Warzone on a projector. So the government was paying me an ungodly stupid amount of money to sit at home. It was so stupid, but it was cool. It was cool. Plus,
of course,
I told my buddy today, the dude came and looked at my truck. If it wasn't for wrestling, I wouldn't leave my house anyways. So you can't threaten me with a quarantine, pal. That is not a threat to me. I'm praying for another one. Mine is all like the death and destruction. Hopefully people listen and don't, but I wouldn't be mad at another one.
Nah, me either. Either way it goes, to be honest with you. Either way, yeah.
They didn't we took in Oklahoma, COVID didn't exist here, so we stopped wrestling for like a week and a half. So there was no. I tell people that in some of these states they didn't get to wrestle for like a year. I'm like, that's great. We waited 2 weeks tops. Like as soon as they said we could have more than 15 people in a fucking room, we was back at it, pal. That's and even when we weren't supposed to be around it, we were still wrestling on YouTube for no reason. So it was insane. They
wouldn't even hand us our dominoes. They would fucking deliver it, put it on the front steps, and put it on a cardboard box like the ground had fucking COVID. So the thing was floating, so you could just pick it up. It was the fucking dumbest shit.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah. I remember I went to New York. I went to New York City for that first Hammerstein show, and you had to show your card to get into any. They wouldn't let you in anywhere.
Yep,
that's right.
I can go to CVS. You can go anywhere. They were checking people to let them into the show.
Yep.
At the Hammerstein.
I was at that show. Yeah, I had that.
I was like, this is crazy. It was a wild time. Time.
It is. Well, it's been a wild time too, Sam. Man, before we let you go here, I got to ask, what's on the horizon? Anything you want to plug? What do you got going on, Sam?
Well, like I said, this weekend I got a big GCW weekend. I'm gonna give that little fucker one more chance to stop being a douche. And then if he don't, then I'm gonna have to. I didn't want to put hands on him in Atlantic City, but he just would not listen to me. And he had like 10 times. What are we doing here? what are we doing here? And he got beat by a girl, which I mean, granted, I got beat by the same girl before, okay, but I'm not a dickhead, so it wasn't as bad. You see? I only got beat because she's good. He got beat because he deserved it. Those are two different things. Two different things.
I understand.
And like I said, I got Mid-States, then GCW in Dallas is going to be cool. I got this year's my first gathering of the Juggalos, which is going to be crazy because I started with the JCW there. I'm Mr. Happy there. Wear a mask is pretty fun. It's pretty cool. Listen, the Juggalo thing, I'm having a whole lot better time on the Juggalo thing than I thought it was going to be. It's like honestly one of the most well put together like things I've ever been a part of.
Wow.
Like they got all the travel handled, like they take like all of it. It's all like it's pretty well put together. And Violet J is a pretty cool dude. Like he's pretty chill. He'll just call randomly and talk to you about Bigfoot. It's crazy. He's fucking sick. Yeah, he's cool as shit. So I'm looking forward to the next and that week's gonna be crazy. That's like I think it's coming up in August. But like because I've got the gathering on like Thursday and Friday, and I'm at NWA on Saturday. So it's like the two most complete opposite places that I could ever be. Like I'm gonna have to pretend to have my shit together by Saturday because I can't imagine that I will be making good decisions on Thursday and Friday. So, but I'm about to this week. Also, my merch store will be dropping. I think it's like Sam Stackhouse merch, Big Cartel store. Going to be dropping. So if anybody wants some sick ass merch. Also, if any wrestlers are watching or anybody who does anything that needs merch, I make all my own merch. I make other people's merch too.
Attaboy.
So yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's about it. Just more wrestling. We got a lot of this was my last like easy week. The next got a lot of stuff coming up. It's gonna be a busy summer.
Good for
Before
you,
you
man.
go, we got a quick question. Who are you gonna side with? GCW or JCW?
Listen,
that's going nuts right now.
I mean, I guess whoever buys my flight to Ohio.
That's the right answer.
Yeah. No, listen.
There you go.
I'm trying to find a way where maybe I don't want to have to pick. You know, I can be Mr. Happy and Sam Stackhouse. It's gonna be fine. We'll figure it out. Hopefully, I don't have to make that decision. You know what I'm saying? Because it's 2 days. Right. You know, we'll figure it out.
Good
but
shit.
Also, that other thing about the flight thing is 100% true. So whoever I'm technically there for will get my services. I'm out here like dang old old Mercer. That's who I'm gonna be like him. I don't know what team he's on. He keeps going back and forth. So I have no idea because at JCW he joined GCW, but at GCW he joined JCW. So I don't know what the hell's going on.
Gotcha. Just figure out who's
I
got.
imagine he'll just show up and pick somebody up and backflip, suplex him off of a stage somewhere or something like that. That's the strongest dude I've ever wrestled. Not to go off on a side tangent, but Shane Mercer is the strongest person I've ever been in. He may be the strongest person alive. Wow. Matter of fact, but he's definitely the strongest person I've ever been in the ring with. It's insane. But this was cool. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, Sam. Anytime you ever want to come back, man, always welcome here, man. We want to hear more about the road. I personally want to hear about what a horrible time you had in Missouri. So we got to get you back on down the road.
Oh, I'm sure. I'll tell you about that this weekend.
Thank you so much, Sam. Man, you have a great night.
You too.
Thanks, Sam.
Yeah.
Sam,
big old